The Adventures of Tom Sawyer by Mark Twain. Longman Simplified English Series. Read by Oratai Citizen. Chapter 29. I can't bear those weights. The boys' fight caused great excitement in the poor little village of St. Petersburg. Every haunted house in St. Petersburg and the neighboring village was dug up for hidden treasure, and not by boys but by men. Some of them were serious, sensible men too. Wherever Tom and Hank appeared, they were admired and scared at. They were unable to remember that their remarks had possessed wit before, but now they say were treasure and repeat. Even the village paper published accounts of their lives. The widow Douglas invested Hank's money at 6%, and Judge Thatcher did the same with Tom's. At Aunt Polly's request, each boy had an income now that was simply gigantic, $1 for every weekday in the year and half of the Sundays, for $1.25 a week. In those simple days a boy could be fed, locked, and sent to school, and clothed and washed too. Judge Thatcher had formed a high opinion of Tom, and said that he hoped to see him a great lawyer or a great soldier some day. He said that he meant to arrange that Tom should be admitted to the military college, and afterwards to the best law school in the country, in order that he might be ready for either profession or both. Hank Finswade, and the fact that he was under the widow Douglas' protection, introduced him, no doubt him, into society, and his sufferings were more than he could bear. He bravely bore his miseries for 3 weeks, and then was missing. The widow was full of anxiety and searched for him everywhere. The public also searched high and low, and even dragged the river for his body. Early the third morning, Tom Weasley went hunting about among some old empty barrels behind a ranch, and in one of them he found the deserter. Hank had slept there. He had just breakfasted upon some stolen oats and eggs, and was stretched out in comfort smoking his pipe. He was untidy, unkempt, and dressed in the same old rags which he wore in the days when he was free and happy. Tom pulled him out, threw him off the trouble he had been causing, and urged him to go home. Hank's face lost its contentment. "Don't talk about it, Tom," he said. "I've tried it, and it doesn't work. I'm not used to it. The widow's good to me and fairly, but I can't bear those ways. She makes me get up at the same time every morning. She makes me wash, and soon comb me to pieces. She won't let me sleep in the woodshed, and forced to wear those horrible clothes. They won't let any air get through somehow, and while I'm wearing them I can't sit down, or lie down, or roll about anywhere. I have to go to class and wear shoes or Sunday. The widow gets up by a bell. She eats by a bell. She goes to bed by a bell. Everything's so hurried regular that I can't bear it." "Well, everybody lives like that, Hank." "Tom, I'm not everybody, and I can't bear it. It's awful to be typed up so, and food comes too easily. I don't take any interest in it that way. I have to ask to go fishing. I have to ask to go swimming. I have to ask if I want to do anything at all. They made me talk so nicely and correctly that I had to go to in the woods. and crashed for a time to take the rotten taste out of my mouth, or I have died, Tom. The widow wouldn't let me smoke, she wouldn't let me shout, she wouldn't let me yawn, or stitch, or scratch in front of people. Besides, the school will be open soon, and she's want me to go to it. I couldn't face that, Tom. Look here, Tom, being English isn't what people pretend it is. It's only worry and worry, and sweet and wishing all the time you were dead. And now these clothes suit me, and this barrel suit me, and I am not going to leave them anymore. Tom, that money has been the cause of all that trouble I'm in. Now take my share of it. Give me a few cents now and again. Not often, not for I don't care much for a thing unless it's very hard to get and beg the widow to let me go. Oh, heck. You know, I can't do that. It isn't fair, and besides, if you try this kind of relief just a little longer, you will begin to like it. Like it? Yes. You say next that I like a hot stove if I sat on it long enough. No, Tom, I won't be rich, and I won't be shut up in those horrible houses. I like the woods, and the river, and barrels, and I'll stick to them too. Hang it, just as we've got guns and a calf, and are all ready to rob. The widow's foolishness spoils it all. Tom saw his opportunity. Look here, Huck, being rich isn't going to prevent me from being a robber. No. Oh, do you really mean that, Tom? It's as true as I'm sitting here, but Huck, we can't let you join the gang if you are not respectable, you know. Huck's face cleared. You can't let me join Tom. Why? Do not you let me be a pirate? Yes, but that's a different. A robber is more high class than a pirate, as a rule. In most countries, there are very high rank lords and people like that. Now, Tom, have you always been friendly to me? You would keep me out, would you, Tom? You wouldn't know that now, would you, Tom? Heck, I wouldn't want to, and I don't want to. But what would people say? Why they say, Tom Sawyer's gang? There are some very low-class fellows in it. That mean you, Hank. You wouldn't like that, and I wouldn't. Hank was silent while a stagger was going on his mind. Finally, he said, well, I'll go back to the widow for a month and see if I can bear it. If you let me join the gang, Tom. All right, Hank, I agree. Tom, a long old fellow, and I asked the widow not to be so hard on you. Will you, Tom? Now, will you? That's good of you. If she will leave out some of the hardest things, I'll manage to leave there a burst. We're going to start a gang. Oh, at once. We'll get the boys together and have two swearing in tonight. What's that? It's too wild to stand by one another. I'll never tell the gang secrets, even if you are cut up into little bits. That's grand, Tom. That's really grand, isn't it? And all the swearing must be done at midnight in the loneliest, awfulest place you can find. A haunted house is the best, but they are all decked up now. Well, midnight? Good. Anyway, Tom. Yes, so it is, and you've to swear on the coffin and sign it with blood. Now, that's glorious, right? It's a million times better than being a pirate. I will stick to the widow till I die, Tom. And if I become a first-class robber, and everybody's talking about me, she'll be proud that she dragged me in out of the rain.